everybody. Howdy, y'all. It's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee. And today we are back with another Shake It, Scrap It, Create It challenge. And this week's prompts to use were sticker, fussy cutting, and the number 3. So you could interpret it ever how you want. The actual number 3, 3 of an item, whatever. So I am also combining this with day 12 of May I Scraplift You. And today's featured creator is Sharon Hutchinson. And she is on Instagram as Pez Scraps Again. I will link all that below. I will pop the layout up there for you to see the one I'm scrap lifting. And I love how she had it tilted at an angle. I did do a little bit of work. We're still using this Simple Vintage Life in Bloom. And I'm hoping to get the rest of the month done with just this one collection from 6x8 pad. So I'm having to get creative to use 6x8 papers on my layout. So I did have some of these leftover flowers from yesterday's layout that I plan on using. I have some stickers I pulled out of the sticker book, and this one's also a sticker. I fussy cut all these flowers, so that counts. And I don't know where I'm going with the 3 yet. So, I'm using these papers, and then I'm doing these pictures of my grandbabies. These are my 2 oldest grandbabies, Kaylee and Lainey, and they were playing, and, you know, this is a very everyday type thing that you see, but I like this because life is like a camera. Focus on what's important. These babies are what's important to me. You know, capture the good times and develop from the negatives. So, you know, I'm so glad they have each other. They're very, very sweet and very close as sisters. But this is just an everyday snapshot. It's not something I get to see every day because, of course, they don't live with me. But, so I do treasure my time with them, and I'm always excited to see them playing together. Most of the time, they're fighting with each other. That's the developing from the negatives part. And I tell them, y'all supposed to love each other. You're sisters. But, it don't always work out like that. So, my plan is I already cut my paper. This is just a piece of 12x12 glitter cardstock. And I pretty much just laid it down the way I wanted it to look on here. And then I just I flipped it over and drew the edge. And then I just cut it to get it this shape. And I'm wanting to add just a little bit of white splatters going around. I don't want to really go all the way to the end, but, oh my goodness. Okay. It's always so hard to get this opened. I probably should go in and clean out all the junk, and it would probably make it a whole lot easier to open, but who's got time for that, right? Okay. I like that. I think I will add just a little bit of this gold shimmer brush, because why not? Since we have a dark background happening. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue down my paper and layer things up. This one's going to be a pretty quick layout. Try not to touch any of that. Give it a minute to dry. Okay. So then, my plan is to put this one down. Because I wanted to kind of line it up so it at least have a little piece of the edge. All of these papers are so pretty. It's so hard to use a whole sheet. But gonna make it work. Gonna make it work. I seen it come up on Simple Store on Peachy Cheap, which is where I got this. I saw it come up again in one of their deals, but I didn't buy it. But I think if it comes up again, it's gonna be a sign, and I need to buy another one. Because I absolutely love this collection so much. Okay. Just going to press that down, and then I'm going to flip it over and just trim it without trying to touch everything. Alright, I like that pretty good. And then I'm going to add my pictures. And I didn't have a vertical and a horizontal. This is the only 2 pictures that was took that day. So we just work with what we got. And it don't have to be exact. It's just a Scraplift for inspiration. So there's that. And then I'm just going to add in my flowers and stuff. I love these flowers so much. I'm thinking about doing another round of them just to have them, because it also helps expand the collection so that I'm not having to use up all of the things in the collection at once. And I don't have any more leaves, which I need to make some more. I'm just pretty much making some little clusters like I did on yesterday's layout. Now, I have to do 3, like the number 3. So, I think I'm just going to do like a cluster of 3. So, I could do like 3, just a little grouping of 3. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I will. I think I'm just going to kind of use them like enamel dots and put them in over here. And that can be my 3 since they're over here by themselves. But that still kind of creates the visual triangle. Let's see. Let's add in these little flowers. Might as well just use the rest of it all up. Like I said, I definitely want to make some more because I really, really like them. They go so perfect. If I do another round, honestly, it'd probably end up not matching as well. It's crazy. I mean, I didn't plan any of it out. I just started using the watercolors and painting. Like, I didn't plan out color matching and all that stuff. So, okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to put some foam tape on this to pop it up. My only thing about these stickers in the Simple Story books is that they are so thin. And normally I would back them on cardstock. But really, I'm just feeling too lazy to do it. What I am thinking about doing is going in with my sewing machine and the gold thread just to tie oops, that stuck to it. I forgot that's still sticky. Just to tie the gold in with that. I thought about just going and stitching around like down around the edges, and I might still do that. But I figured since it had this film strip and this saying on it, it should have a camera on here, so that's why I decided to add the camera. Now, I think with these, I think I am going to glue them to cardstock and then fussy cut them because, let's see, let me get a piece of cardstock big enough. Because if not, I'm not going to be able to bend them with the foam like I normally do because they're so flimsy. They're not going to stay up with any dimension. Okay. Can't believe we are already almost halfway through the month. How can that even be? Pretty soon it'll be time for summer break and vacations and all of that fun stuff. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but kind of not, because then I'm going to have 2 teenagers at home with me all day. It's going to make it hard to film. If you have a teenager, then you know it's like, I don't know if I want you to spend all day with me because I don't know if I like you that much. I love my kids, but they drive me crazy. They love to fight. Being 16 and 17, they literally love to fight about anything and everything. So I like not having to get up early, which I will anyways, because I usually get up before daylight in the summer and go out around my garden and sit and have my tea and all that stuff. But it'll be nice not having to be on a schedule, I guess you could say. Not necessarily not having to wake up early, but not having to be on a schedule for school and having to work around everything if we want to go do something. That's always nice. Well, I just pulled that right back off. Okay, let's add some butterflies in. Maybe here. It's been interesting to find photos to go along with this collection. And, because, you know, you would think spring and, you know, you could even probably get away with some summer photos with this collection. But I've been having fun trying to just find pictures, and it's been everyday type stuff. So, like I said, I think I'm going to put this, on my sewing machine and sew around it. I will post close-ups at the end so that you can see everything, and I'll do my journaling. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's hard to see. Oh, let's see. Let's see it a little bit. Okay, so we have to draw next week's prompts. So I'm going to move this over so it can dry. Alright, so here's our jars. We got techniques and tools up first. I'll shake it up. And we got punches. I don't think we had that one before. So use punches, shapes, colors, and numbers. Let's see what we get out of this one. Indigo. We had indigo once before. So those of y'all who struggled before with it, better go dig out another piece. Embellishments. Bling or enamel dots. We've had that one quite a few times too. But I've been leaving them out for probably the past month or so. Maybe 3 weeks. So, before I add them all back in. So hopefully we can cycle through some of the things we haven't got yet. So, for next week's prompts, bling, enamel dots, indigo, punches. Stay tuned after the end of this video to see what everyone else created for this week's prompts. And if you would like to play along and be featured on here, I need your photo either by messenger or by my email below for before Friday. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys will play along. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, bye y'all.